In this well-watered, bird-friendly natural setting, these Arabican coffees flourish, enjoying abundant humidity, shade, and the right temperature. These clips were taken in September of 2008, and as you can see, the beans are not ready for harvest yet. In many other places, including Chiriquí, the harvest begins around October. Here in Barreta, it started in December. A key part of the coffee process is the drying. Building solar tables is the preferred method. The coffee remains uncontaminated and dries quickly as the wind is able to pass above and below the bean. The coffee stays off the ground, out of reach of chickens, dogs, and anyone else who may want to walk all over it. Due to lack of funds and experience in this area, we saw the need to not only strongly encourage them to build these tables, but we also paid for all the building materials and helped to install the tables on their individual farms.
Preparing solar tables.
The tables vary in size according to the farmer's needs. The structure is simple and economical. The base can be made of pretty near anything that is in abundance in the area. Here we are using coffee branches. This is covered by chicken wire and then a material we call in Panama saran.
This is where the coffee, after it's washed, is set to dry. So once the coffee is going to take about 7 or 8 days before it's ready to take down to the co-op on the gas dryers. And you notice the wire on top? That's for when it's raining. We can put plastic on top and protect the coffee from getting soaked. So there we have it. And
the first step to the process is logically coffee picking. Once the area is cleared away and the coffee is ripe, the harvest can begin. Not all coffee ripens at the same time. On the same plant, you can have fully ripened beans and others that won't be ready for a few weeks afterwards. Everything has to be done by hand. Care is preferred over expedience.
Lots of years of experience harvesting coffee. Hermano, ¿es caturra? All right. Caturra coffee.
Only fully ripened beans are acceptable for specialty coffee.
Aquí está. Sí.
For those that don't have access to a water pressured depulper, this is the next best thing. This has to be done before the fermentation process takes place. The skins are later used for organic fertilizers. Fermentation is the next step. Its purpose is to break down the mucilage on the bean. Depending on the climate, the coffee should stay soaked for 12 to 20 hours. The floaters on the top are damaged beans that have lost their substance and are discarded. This coffee is ready for washing after 13 hours. Removing the mucilage from the bean is extremely important to ensure a clean cup of coffee.
The key is here to make sure that it has no, what they call honey or substance on the coffee. Now it's had 12 hours, 13 to 14, and so now it should be pretty well loosened.
The process only takes a few minutes, and the beans are absolutely mucilage free. The goal is to bring it down to about 20%. This can take up to 14 days depending on the weather. You will notice that he is also sorting out the beans. Some may have been bit by the depulper and would therefore be dead. This is easy to detect as the bean would be a bleach white. Also, if an immature bean slipped in the process, it can be sorted out now. These are easy to identify as they will have shades of green.
Like the coffee this morning in breakfast, purely fine. They are sweet coffees. They have delicious acidity and they have fruity tones. They have fruity flavors. The truth is they are very delicious coffee. I do not know who showed them how or demonstrate to them how to do the process, but they did well. They are clean. The only counsel now is the parallel preserving of which could affect it.
This is a problem that worries us.
Be very careful here. Do not store damp coffees. This affects. This is a product of damp coffee. But yes, these are sweet coffees, balanced and juicy. They have a delicious acidity, it's not very intense, it hangs or balanced like the rest of their characteristics. And you find exotic flavor like this, has a sweet flavor. And this other one has a fruity flavor. And they are all very chocolatey.
Thank you very much.